Welcome back. All of the work you do as a UX designer involves developing a product, whether it's an app or a website. Let's explore the product development lifecycle. The product development lifecycle is the process used to take a product from an idea to reality. Every task you carry out during a project will be linked to one of the stages of this lifecycle. A project starts out with a team trying to solve some sort of problem. The problem usually covers how to develop a product that provides the best user experience. There are 5 stages in the product development lifecycle. So let's go through each one. The first stage of the product development lifecycle is brainstorm. It's an active discovery stage that's all about generating ideas about the user and potential needs or challenges the user might have. During the brainstorm stage, the team generates ideas to solve a problem, understands the audience they're designing for, and identifies needs or challenges the audience may have. Research plays a key role in this first stage because you're exploring different ways to get to know the audience you're designing for. UX researchers and writers are often heavily involved in this stage, where the team might conduct interviews with potential users or conduct other research. The second stage in the product development lifecycle is define. Define is all about using the insights from the brainstorm stage and starting to narrow the focus. During the define stage, the team determines concrete ways that the product being developed will impact the user. As a UX designer, you'll begin to think more about specific details related to the product. Who the product is for, what the product will do, and what features need to be included for the product to be successful. Statements that outline the goals or outline any problems you want to answer with the product design are the focus in the define stage. The third stage in the product development lifecycle is design. In the design stage, UX designers begin to actively develop ideas, and they also check that all specifications from the define stage are realistic. The first 2 stages are more about preparation and planning. They give you a clear understanding of who the user is, what the user wants, and which problems or challenges you want to address in your design. Using the insights from the first 2 stages, UX designers generate designs that keep the user top of mind. You'll create many different assets, including storyboards, which are sketches that help explore the user's experience, or wireframes, which provide outlines of the content layout. Or you might create prototypes, which are models that allow UX designers to test the functionality of a design. All of these things will be covered later in the program. The fourth stage is test. In the test stage, the team evaluates the product design based on feedback from potential users. Testing designs with users is really important because it helps the team focus on the user first and foremost, and the designs second. Testing helps identify areas to refine or improve the designs. It also helps UX designers consider the interactivity of the design. This is a stage that involves lots of interaction between UX designers and front-end engineers as they figure out ways to create an end product that satisfies users' needs and is practical and functional. They discuss things like how the color or font can fit the company's brand, or whether the prototype designs are easily understandable. Finally, the last stage of the product development lifecycle is launch, or sharing a finished version of the product with the public. This might involve listing an app in the Google Play Store or Apple's App Store, making a website go live, or putting a physical product on store shelves. Launching can be very satisfying for you and your team because you have the chance to understand how your designs will be received in the real world. However, the work on a product isn't quite finished after launch. You may still identify opportunities to improve on the designs or learn even more about the user experience based on feedback. This could involve going back to the design or testing stages and figuring out ways to produce a more enhanced version of the product. Now, you've been introduced to the 5 stages in the product development lifecycle: brainstorm, define, design, test, and launch. Coming up, You'll learn about some of the characteristics of a good user experience. Meet you there.